Hello, beautiful souls, beautiful star seeds and light workers out there. Okay, so whoops, got a phone call. Sorry about that. Okay, so this filter is everything. It's everything. This is who I'm going to be in my next incarnation. Like, such a pretty elemental fairy, so lovely. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the full moon, which is Friday, June 23rd. If you are in the Eastern time zone like me, it's late. The fullest point of the full moon, or like the epicenter, is going to be around 10 p.m. Eastern, I think it was. So there's definitely a lot of information coming through for this full moon. It's another big energetic portal, energetic center for everyone. And I just wanted to talk about a few of the points that were coming through. And how are you doing, Linda? It's so good to see you. Just give everybody a couple of more minutes to hop on here. Hi, Magic Vibes. Thanks for joining. Hello, Country Girls Art. Thanks for joining. We're going to be doing a full moon reading for the full moon this Friday. So yeah, there's a ton coming through. So many changes happening, and that makes me wonder, how much of this you guys are experiencing as well. Oh, thank you so much, you guys. You're so sweet. This filter is everything. This is definitely my next incarnation plan now. I'm going to be this fairy. That's it. Settled. Okay, so the full moon reading for Friday. Okay, so the first thing that is coming up in my personal life, and when it's coming up for me, it's always a message for the Starseed Collective as well. We are all so connected, and I tend to get things just a little bit before the majority so that I can talk about them and share them with everyone. And so this is either happening for you now or it's going to kick in really shortly. So this is dream work. So there is so much happening in our dreams, and it's not so much like astral work, where I've seen us before battling in the astral realms, going on all of these missions, saving the children, unlocking different soul potentials, going into other timelines. It's not so much all of the busy, eventful mission style work or battles. It's classrooms. Hi, Maria and John. Thanks for joining. We're talking about what's coming up for the full moon on Friday. And the first point was dream work, but like a classroom style. So this is something I just quickly chatted with my members about, where I had a dream where every single one of my members was in a classroom with me. And we were sharing and learning so much. There was a portal, and I've never seen such a clear portal in all my life. This was so much more than a dream. This was so realistic. And the portal, it looked like water, but it also was super reflective, and it looked like a mirror almost, or glass. And I know that mirrors can be portals, so that was kind of interesting. But it kept changing shape. So it was circular, and then it was like a weird blob, and then it was moving constantly, this portal, and it was upright against the back wall of the classroom. And as beings were coming through this portal, they were shooting through like mist. And this mist was sparkling, kind of like the effect going on in the background of this filter. The mist was sparkling, and the little particles were getting bigger and bigger, as if they were like pixels in a screen or an image. And the bigger that they got, the more they started to connect together and create a form. Like in the Matrix, I guess it would have been like in green though. This was white and sparkly. But in the Matrix, you know how all the pixels will come together and create like an agent? It was like that. So this mist was coming through, which was like the soul essence. And then it was pixelated at first, and then it was turning into like these higher vibrational beings that were assisting in the classroom. So I tuned into that, and it wasn't just a message for me or just for my members. It was that we are all upgrading our learning right now in classrooms all around the universe. When you're going to sleep at night, when you're napping, hi Caffeine Poppy, hi Lost Ombre, hi John. When you're taking a nap, it just seems like such an important time to be resting as much as possible, because we're doing so much learning right now as the soul in the astral classrooms. Like, how amazing is that? Another really big thing coming through was, hi Alistair James, thanks for coming, thanks for joining. Another big story, distracted by a comment. I've been having obsessive behavior over a person and I don't want to focus on them anymore. I'm not even clear why. It's intense. Oh, country girls art. That actually might be, hi Tom. That might be to do with the next point coming through. So just know, like, you're not alone in that feeling at all. When the full moon is just around the corner like it is, everything is more intense. So please be gentle with yourself. It's very good that you are in like a self-aware mode and that you noticed that. Instead of judging yourself, just kind of look into the energy there, because I have a feeling that we create those obsessions or infatuations for a karmic reason. It's not for no reason. So there's very likely an energetic or karmic connection between you and that person, which was the next point here. So the next thing coming through, that there were past lifetimes coming up for people right now, in a big way. And they're going to be affecting your relationships. They're going to be affecting your communication. You know, when a past life comes up, you could start to feel angry at that person and not know why, because of a past experience. You could, I mean, it really can mess with the communication, and then you heighten that with a full moon and it's intense, right? So please be, so you're feeling that way, country girls art. I'm glad to hear that that resonates for you. I really do feel like just even like the small amount of information that you've given, we don't get obsessed for no reason. Like there's a reason what happened, right? So these past lifetimes are coming through, and the reason that they're coming through is because they're ready to be cleared. Clearing them is so important. It really helps us to raise our frequency. I'm going to be doing a video because everybody has been requesting, okay, how do you raise your frequency? Everyone says, raise your vibration, just feel good, raise your frequency, no big deal, but like how? So I'm going to be doing a video really soon on YouTube about that. So please make sure that you are subscribed on YouTube. All of the content over there is free, and there's so much, 2 new videos every single week. Okay, so basically with this dream work, with these classrooms in the other realms that we're attending, with these past lives coming up, what the result of that is that we are opening up to a deeper level of our soul. There's unlocking happening here. We're not on the surface level, and we're not the next layer, like we're going deeper into these soul levels, and what we're unlocking are soul memories. That is so important for the past life regressions. The soul memories lead us there, and they are what help us to do the healing. You can't heal something if you don't know it's there. You need to feel it, and it's not that you need to know every single detail, but you need to know the essence of it and then heal from there. And it's coming through in such a big way for everyone. So unlocking these deeper levels of our soul through this learning in these astral classrooms, through these past life experiences coming up, results in soul growth and soul memories. So what I would recommend, hi Frank, thanks for joining. What I'm going to recommend for you all is to do some work before the full moon or on the full moon. That would be a really powerful time to do it actually, on your soul star chakra. Your soul star chakra is the chakra above your crown. It's above by a few feet. And this is the chakra that connects you to your Akashic records. And it also holds your soul memories. So unlocking and working with that chakra is really going to help you now with the flow of this, of what needs to come through. There is a free soul star chakra activation on my YouTube channel. So I will try to put that at the top of the YouTube channel, or when you're on Starseed Academy YouTube channel, you can just type in soul star. It's 2 different words, soul star. Type that in because it's a little bit older and it should pop up for you. So this is something that I did with my members recently, right before we did an Akashic Records journey. So we did a journey to the Akashic Records to unlock a past life, a parallel version of you. Like, you meet your Akashic Records gatekeeper, and then you meet this parallel version of you. Someone that's living right now in another world that is so connected to you that there's no way that their experience is not affecting you, and vice versa. That it's It's so powerful how our timelines, lifetimes, and parallel selves are so connected to us. And we swap places all the time, like especially in the dream space and the astral space. I have swapped places, or jumped into these other timelines and lived a part of that lifetime for them or with them to help or whatever, or to feel it or to understand. So yes, Soul Star Chakra on YouTube, that is really going to help you right now with all of this really intense energy coming through. Another thing that is coming up for this full moon, I did some channeling right before coming on here live to see what messages were needed for the Starseed Collective. So for the Starseed Collective, what's coming through is that there are new guides waiting. You have a new guide waiting on the sideline. They've either just joined you or they're just on the sidelines waiting. And this new guide, it could be one of these parallel versions of you. Oftentimes, that's where our guides come from, our other lifetimes. Or it could be, if it's not you directly, a version of you, it's someone from that lifetime, like another soul from your soul group. We all have soul groups that are filled with our family and friends that we continually reincarnate with. A lot of us have these kinds of karmic ties because we resonate so much with each other's energy. So who is this new guide for you? Is it an ancestor? Is it a human? Is it an angel? Is it an elemental, like a fairy, an elven being, a dragon? Or is it a galactic being? There's someone there. Our teams of these guides shift as we need them to shift. So naturally, as you are coming into this new deep level that we just described, you're pulling in or needing and requiring a really powerful guide. Like new energy, very intense, someone that's going to take you to the next level. So that's coming through. So for you to connect with a new guide, some tips that I can give you for that would be to, I'm always going to encourage you to meditate because that's really powerful, but some people don't know what to do in the meditation. And I want to let you know how powerful your spoken intention is. It's a spell when you use your words. So you can speak into existence what you want to happen. So just, sit in meditation in a sacred place where you won't be disturbed, either on the full moon or before, and ask for your new guide to come through. Ask to feel their presence. Ask to sense with your clairsentience, that's clear feeling, that's for empaths. Ask to feel them there with you. And in feeling them there with you, you will feel their personal energy and their intention for you, which can be a very good way to read someone. You can also ask to know about them. That's claircognizance. And you will have a download about them. Like all of a sudden it will just arrive into your mind who they are. And you don't expect the full picture at once. Be patient. The puzzle pieces will fit together. I just got chills when I said that. I feel like that message was meant for me. The puzzle pieces will fit together. So there's a new guide. You're going to call them in with your intention, and then you're going to use your psychic gifts to communicate, connect, and sense their presence. That's feeling their energy through your empathic clairsentience, understanding who they are and what they have for you through your claircognizance or your downloads. Hearing, if you're a clairaudient person, hearing. And remember, you hear through your mind's eye, most people. I can often hear like in the 3D realm as well, but that's because I've been working on my clairaudience. That's been with me my whole life. Okay, so that's my number one psychic gift. But for other people, it arrives in your mind's ear. You will hear something said, and at first it's going to sound like your own voice until you get better at, and practice, just practice more is really all you need to do. Then you will start to hear, like sometimes I hear accents, men's voices versus women's voices, like I can fully hear who it is after that. But just know that at the beginning, it's going to sound like your own voice, okay? You have to trust then that what you received is from that guide. And this is where we get into self-doubt and the ego jumps on us. Don't let that happen. When you are in a meditation and you set an intention, like you connect to source and you speak your intention out loud for what you want to happen, you have to then move into a space of trust. Because you've set that sacred space and the intention, it will happen. That is now what's going to happen. Trust in that. And any doubt is your ego. I promise you that. It's the loudest voice in your head. It's the top layer. You have to sink below that to the quieter, more subtle voice underneath of your higher self and your guides. But they are in there talking to you. The last clair is your clairvoyance, seeing. So for this, I find it's very helpful to keep my eyes closed. If I'm calling in this new guide with the intention of seeing them, then I will ask them to show themselves to me. I will keep my eyes closed, and oftentimes it's a very fast flash and then it's gone. So if you don't see it the first time, it's like it never happened. But if you get a flash with just a color or an outline or an essence of if it's female or male, like just something small, the way to grow that vision into a whole vision is to put your attention on the flash. So, I just got a flash of red. What was that? Was that an orb? Was that like a glowing orb? Like, what was that? Okay, I saw red. Now I'm focusing on red. Come back, and I'm talking out loud to this guide, and I'm helping them help me by explaining my process. That's huge. I don't know if anyone's doing that. I should have said that a long time ago. They will help you more and understand more what you're experiencing if you explain it to them. So, okay, this is what I just saw. Is that correct? If so, show me again or give me a confirmation feeling. Show me the next detail. I want more. Like, work with them and talk with them out loud to see. This works for all the psychic gifts. I'll do that with clairaudience too. I'm like, I think I just heard Avalon. Is that correct? And then I'll get like a rushing feeling, yes, and I'll just know, or chills or something, or they'll say it again, whatever. Hi everybody joining Spiritual Vibes UK, someone said. Sorry, I was on a roll there, I was ignoring everyone. Let me rewind one sec and catch up with you all. Tom said, full moon energy and magic are both strong and always be given respect for the abilities as well. Knowledge to be shared. Yes, absolutely. John says, I feel that whatever we focus our attention on at this time, we will manifest and become masters at. Yes, John, and you were in that classroom with me last night. You were there. I 100% saw you, felt your energy. It was so crazy. It was so intense. It was so much more than a dream. It was so real in every way. Alistar James says, you have an amazing channel, so much great content. Thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. Brian says the Akashic journey was so intense. I know, I'm so glad you had one. And John says yay too. Yay, Brian. I'm so glad that worked out for you, Brian. Just took a few tries. O'Neill says also can be found by going to playlist on YouTube and scroll to meditation activations. Thank you. That's where it is. I knew it was somewhere. I try to organize that channel into playlists to make it easy, but then I forget what the playlists are called, so that doesn't necessarily help. So that was for the soul star activation. From the beginning of this video, we were talking about past lives are coming through in a big way right now. We are unlocking soul memories, and that activation is going to help you with that flow. So find that. It's free content over on YouTube under the playlist that O'Neill pointed out, which was meditations and activations. Perfect. John says, yay, new guides. Yes, new guides. I feel like I haven't had a new guide in a while. Like, it's been a while, and I'm ready. I'm totally ready for some new energy, and I love meeting new guides. And I don't necessarily think our other guides like go anywhere, but it's like they take a step into the background. And then if I still want to talk to them or connect with them, I just call them forward, right? And I have their names, which makes it easy, but you can do it without your guide's name. Or you can have a reading with me and find out what their names are, which is also extremely fun and powerful. My last guide that came through was, oh my God, like maybe even a year ago. Joined the crew, and it was a mantis being. A mantis being named Shar. And when that guide came through, Yeah, a past life came through. Yeah. So when they're joining, okay. So when that guide came through, this mantis being, I was shown me as a mantis being in a past life and my connection to this guide. So that makes so much sense for what we're talking about. So this new guide is going to be either the parallel version of you, like you, or someone from that lifetime that's trying to come through. Okay, so just know that that is waiting for you on the sidelines right now. Give the invitation to bring that in, and it's all for your highest good. It's all for a reason. You are safe to open yourself up when you are connected to source and you're setting the intention that what's coming through is for your highest good. Magical words. Then anything that comes through can only be that, and then you don't have to be afraid or have any fear or tension in those moments. You can fully open up to the experience knowing that you're safe. I also always call in Archangel Michael because he is so fantastic for like security detail, bodyguard. He's amazing. Like if you're nervous, new to this kind of work, or even someone like me that does it all the time, I still call him in. I trust him. I trust him completely to take care of me in the moments when I need to be vulnerable or open up. So you just call on him. He's so wonderful. Okay, so what's going on next? So after the point of the new guides, a new guide coming through. Oh wait, I'm distracted. I was reading comments. Hello, Evely Nev. Sorry if I said that wrong. Thanks for joining. Everybody's having an awesome conversation with one another. Brian says, I met my new guide in my journey too. It was myself. Yes, a parallel version of you. And sometimes it's a version of us that needs help. And sometimes it's a very advanced version of us that's going to help us. So we're all helping each other, which is amazing. Linda says, I think I may have a new guide, Black Elk. He came through on Saturday. Whoa, that's amazing. I just saw in the dream that I was explaining last night a black dragon, like really intense fire breather. It was so intense. And this is a being that's going to be working with the members group coming up on Thursday for a third eye clearing. Oh, I saw how he's going to do it. It's so intense. I don't want to give anything away. It's just so intense. Okay. Tom says, keep speaking great wisdom, Lady Jenny. I have some insight to pass on soon about the approaching full moon. Amazing. I'd love to hear it. John says his new guide's talking to him all the time. Do I know that guide, John? I don't know if I've heard you talk about your guide yet. Was it from the Akashic Journey or just something else? Country Girls Art. I feel like I have a box over me and I'm unable to make the connection with my guides. Oh, sweetie, I would love to work with you to help you with that. You can just know there's so much free content on YouTube about exactly this. Check out the playlists. They're a great resource. Or you can join the membership. There's so much happening in the membership all the time. We're talking all the time. There's events all the time. It's only $22 a month. Or you can invest in yourself and get one of the services like Meet Your Guides reading would probably be the best one for you. And that's live with me. I'm doing the readings live now. It's so powerful. So when it's live, that means you're there with the guide. Like it's through Zoom. But we're live together in each other's energetic space, and you will literally feel the energy of your guide coming through, and they will speak to you. I give them permission to merge with me and channel that for you. So you will talk with them personally, get their names. I will describe what they look like, and you will feel the energy. It's so powerful. Okay, perfect. And yes, always in meditation too is helpful. But if you need that little extra boost, then please feel free to request to work with me. Jenny, saw you in the classroom too. We were working on the portal. Oh my God, I forgot the portal came up for you in your Akashic journey. Oh my God, that's so intense. That makes so much sense now. I know that every single member was there. It's like we're forming these soul connections and like doing this work even beyond the human realm, like deeper. It's so intense. I've said that a lot because it's so intense. Okay. Country Girls Art. I feel like my guides are out to lunch. No, honey, I'm sure they're trying to connect with you. I am certain of that. And they're probably like, listen, girl, we're right here. Okay. John says he has a mantis guide too. They're more in the back seat now. Yeah, I haven't really talked to mine in a while either. They came through a year ago with like a bombshell information about a past life, and then they kind of just, I mean, they're still there, but it's not like at the forefront. But this new guide coming through has something to share for sure. But not just a message to share and then leave. I feel like this is a new mentor for us. Like, yeah, definitely. This guide coming through is going to be staying with us for a little while now. And I'm going to be talking about why we need that as soon as I get through these comments. Okay. Jenny, did you see a red dragon? No, it was a black dragon. But it did have some like almost orangey red markings on it. You used to be a red dragon. Amazing. Oh, Trinity. Yes. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, moving on. So sorry for all that. So the next point here after the new guide is coming through is that the human collective right now, it appears to be settling, right? So, we've been through, 2020 was crazy. 2021's been just total bullshit. And now it's kind of like things are settling. And like I'm in one of the last places to experience that here in Ontario. We were the very last, I feel like, in the world to start opening up again. We've been completely locked down this whole time. It's been so hard. We're opening up again now very slowly. Very slowly. The border, I think, is very slowly opening too. That's also been locked tight. So it's like, okay, so the human collective is appearing to be settling a bit. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I feel like there is so much more coming. This is epic. This is going to be going on for the next 4 years. Not anymore. 2024 is when I feel like it's going to end or switch somehow, like the energy is going to flip. There's a very big event coming in 2024. It has already been named. It's an astrological event. It already has a name. You can Google this. It's called the Great North American Eclipse. So normally an eclipse would last like 3 or 4 minutes. This is over 40 minutes long. The energy is so incredibly intense that's going to be coming through with this eclipse, and it's happening on an election year in the States. It's a very big deal. Everything is going to shift that year with the timeline. So up until that point, this is a lot of the purge. We're experiencing the purge, which is the dark night of the soul for the human collective. So the Starseed Collective, the Awakened Souls Collective, the Lightworkers Collective are experiencing now a leveling up before the next wave hits. So in this a bit of a quiet time in between giant events like COVID and whatever it is that's coming next, either another level of that with like a variant or something else, possibly related to disclosure and aliens, like a false flag event that a lot of people are going to fall for. Something really big. In between those giant things, which can last like, a year or 2 years, however long that just lasted, we have this tiny little window of time to level up. That's what this new guide is for. That's what the classrooms are about. That's what all of this is for. To lead we are the way showers, to lead the way and to help people through this next event. So we're leveling up before it hits. So get ready. This is your time to get ready. So I would definitely suggest more rest, more sleep, more naps, because so much is being done in that space, in those classrooms. You're learning so much. I would also definitely recommend connecting to higher frequencies as much as possible. So if you're not big on meditating, maybe just schedule it in once or twice a week, just like 15 minutes here and there. You'll probably love it so much that you start doing it more frequently, but just really aim to get some meditation time in there. That's your connection to the higher frequencies. When you're connecting with source, you're like plugging back into home. That's where you were created. That's your origination point. You need to refuel. You have to. Your soul needs that. Your human needs that. You need to plug back in like a battery and refuel yourself. And then the next point here is that the upheaval that we have been feeling up until now is resulting in these breakthroughs. So a lot of us have had a rocky year. I don't even know, like from January. A lot of us have had a rocky, myself included. It's been a rocky time, yo. So from like January till now, it's been super rocky. And then all of a sudden some clarity hit for me and everything just started exploding again. Like I came out of my cocoon. I started doing all these new things like memberships, different offerings, different kinds of services. That's coming for you if you haven't hit that yet. All of that upheaval was for a reason. It's always for a reason. It's the goop in the cocoon phase. You melt, basically, and then you reform yourself and come out new, which is like perfect that I have wings on right now for that. So you're breaking through to this new level. In order to do that, work with this new guide, invite them in. Make sure you're getting a lot of time in these classrooms by getting rest, by napping. Make sure that you're refueling through even mini meditations. So important. And we're just getting started. We're just getting started. You know, we've really made it through that really difficult time on Earth. We've got this little window to level up as much as possible before we go into the next big thing. And we are here to support the other starseeds, the collectives, the Starseed Collective, the human collective. We're here to support one another. So that to enable to support somebody else, you need to empower yourself first. You have to help yourself first before you can help somebody else, right? So fuel yourself up, get that new guide going, get yourself in those classrooms, really start working on unlocking those new deep levels of the soul. It's gonna mean so much in the times to come. Okay, so the very last thing, thank you everybody who joined while I was talking. The very last thing is that I have a full moon ceremony on Friday. If you would like to be a part, these are very powerful ceremonies where we do things like, but not limited to, meditations, affirmations, breath work, healings, channelings, light language, Q&As, sitting in the power. Like, there are so many things that I don't know necessarily what always will come through, and I want to keep that open to the spontaneous spirit to come through. So just know that you are all welcome to join in on the full moon ceremony. In order to do so, go to my link, click on the membership, the VIP membership, and join. It's only $22 a month, and we are always getting together and doing these huge events. We did the Akashic Records journey. We're doing a third eye clearing, activation, and upgrade. Next is the full moon ceremony, and probably after that we're going to be doing some group readings. So yes, so full moon ceremony on Friday. So before I go, I'm just checking for any last questions. So John has a mantis guide as well. Yes, you're saying they're a wise and beautiful peacekeeper. 100% the energy. It's very neutral. They're very much like ambassador spirits. They get sent a lot into, mantis beings is what I'm talking about right now. They get sent a lot into hard places where everybody's on edge and the energy is really tense, like Saturn, right? Getting sent there to be mediators. And they do that because if there's two sides in opposition and they come in as the mediator, their energy is such that either side doesn't feel like they are taking sides. Like, they can feel from the mantis being the complete unconditional love, neutrality, and the ability to rise above that duality of taking sides. They can go into a situation like that and just cool it down and see what's really going on and help everybody arrive to a compromise. So they are really, really mature, high vibe beings. Okay. Steven says, just woke up from a nap. Perfect. Good to hear. You were probably in a classroom learning. That's amazing. And of course, dreams are going to be getting more intense too because of all of that. So dream time, work, classrooms, past lifetimes coming through, new guides wanting to join you on the sidelines right now. The human collective appears to be settling, but something's on the way. This time in the middle is time for us to level up and get ready. Start unlocking the deeper levels of your consciousness and soul through the things that I described in this video. All of the upheaval that you've been feeling is going to result in a breakthrough. If you haven't had it, it is so close. It is right there. You are ready. And then we're just getting started, guys. If you want to join in on the moon ceremony on Friday, join in on the membership through my link. And perfect. Perfect. And that's it. I've caught up on my comments. Thank you so much for joining in. And remember to check out the Soul Star activation on YouTube to help you with your Akashic Records journey. And also, if you decide to be a member, you will get the actual Akashic Records journey, which is a guided experience that will help you to meet your gatekeeper, meet this parallel version of yourself, and visit that lifetime, truly visit it. As well as the full moon ceremony and so many other things every single week. So I love you all. Please remember, listen to your heart and the quiet voice within, because you are so much more than the body you are in. Thank you, beautiful souls. Have a good day. Bye.